So obviously this is a huge cultural showcase. How did this come to be? It's taking over a lot of London.
Well, we found that during the Olympics in 2012 that our cultural events in central London attracted huge numbers of people and had a very positive effect on tourism. It's about driving tourists here, increasing footfall and a traditionally very quiet time in London for tourism. And we also hope it's a great gift for Londoners. It brings people together and it's a stunning festival.
What's so important about having this installation here? Because I know it originated in Durham. What does London bring to this project?
So for London, culture is one of the key elements that people come to London for. 4 out of 5 people that come to London is for culture, and Lumiere London actually helps reinforce that message, illuminating the key destinations for London in iconic ways through a light installation.
And obviously there's a kind of juxtaposition between the old iconic established buildings in London and then these kind of crazy modern displays. What does that achieve, do you think?
I think it actually reinforces the message of how diverse London's West End is. We have everything, as you say, we have the heritage and the cultural element all the way up to the now hip and happening elements of London. But there's also always that element of culture that comes through as the key thread. We are actually expecting almost 1 million people. We have huge following. Media has been really fully supported on it, on and offline, but also social media channels, as you can well expect, have gone crazy.
There's been a lot of buzz generated already. I keep hearing about it from lots of different people that I wasn't expecting because it's only just launched today. How did you manage to achieve this?
I think that things like this, artworks like this, have their own momentum and it catches on. People talk to each other because they're excited, and London is the ultimate city of festivals and people are hungry for new experiences.
Obviously it's open to the public and it's free. So exactly. So it's very accessible. Culture is obviously very important to you, but some people might not think it's that relevant to their lives. Why do you think that you should try and engage everybody?
I think things like this actually attract huge numbers of people from all walks of life. These are top international artists, and the chance to see these people for free in their hometown, I think is a fantastic thing, and that's what cities should be doing.
Artichoke as a company is 10 years old, and we've always believed that the arts should be accessible to everybody. So while there are people who work in dedicated buildings, galleries, art centres, theatres, music halls, whatever, we've always worked on the street on a very big scale so that people can't not notice. I think lots of people think, oh, the arts, it's not for me. But actually when they bump into something as beautiful as this, or they see a familiar building transformed, they discover that they really do like it, that it has something to say. And because there's no financial barrier to attending, it becomes something that really is democratic, that everybody can enjoy. We've closed lots of the roads, we've hung things from buildings that we ought not to be accessing. We've, for instance, transformed the west front of Westminster Abbey, which is one of the most famous buildings in the world, and I think people just find it extraordinary that London has been able to turn itself inside out in this way.
And how did you get that access? What's the point?
We're very persuasive.
Some powerful friends.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
And obviously all the projects are completely different because they are conceived by different artists. Do you think that there's one kind of unifying message for Londoners and tourists, as you say?
I think the fact that it's so international and so high quality, it's about celebrating London in its best light, literally. The wonderful thing about light, and a number of cities have light festivals now, is that it brings people together from many different backgrounds. You don't need to understand the language. Humans of all countries and religions and faiths can connect to it, and London is a diverse city, and this is a fantastic way of bringing so many different people together.